Well, hello, boys and girls, men, ladies, lads, dads, buds, all that stuff. Hey, it's 2022, and that means the start of a new year and new ideas, new YouTube channel content. But before we get into all that, let's get started off with a bang, and let's talk about what really matters right now. Anyways, 1, 2, 3. Winter wonderland here in Ontario, Canada. As you can see, this is so laborsome. I'm tired already. The first really big snowfall of the year, and I'm exhausted cleaning up the cars, shoveling the driveway. I'm telling you, man, living in Canada, it's like having 3 jobs. You know how hard that is to juggle, right? But let's talk, guys. I mean, we know since 2020, this has been an absolute gong show. It's not the first time you heard of that, but man, it's unbelievable. Just life is like trying to juggle, 100 pigs, 50 chickens, jump from one tree to another tree that's like 500 yards in between. I'm not sure if I'm using good illustrations to really describe what's going on here, but anyways, man, that's just the only way I know how to do it. This is more like it. I'm kind of sheltered from the wind and the blowing snow. It's cold. I think it's minus 8 or 9 right now. It's cold. It's cold. I mean, when you're not used to minus degree temperatures. But guys, let's talk about the year that was and the year that currently now is, and how's it going to all shape up? How's it all going to turn out? I don't know. We got to talk about it, right? So 2021, it's like divorcing or breaking out with an ex-husband or spouse, thinking they're gone, thinking they moved on, only to find out they decided to return with vengeance and get back at you for some kind of stupid deed or thing you said, or try to get something from you. It's like a relationship gone bad. I don't know about you, but man, it's seriously tiring and exhausting. And you got to be a parent in the middle of all this. Like, what are we doing, guys? I have no sweet clue what I'm doing lately. How about you? You guys feeling the same way? It also occurred to me that 2020 and 2021, there's a lot of similar comparisons to that of parenting and what we just come through in the last 2 years. Parenting is like this COVID-19 pandemic. It's just, it catches you by surprise. You think you're done with it. It's back in your face. It's ordering you to take more measures, ordering you to do a few extra things that you need to do to, keep safe. It just reminds me of parenting so much. It's unreal, and I don't even need to go there, guys. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's insane. It's absolutely insane. 2020 and 2021 is like that teenager that thinks that they don't need to do life, or they can do life without you and don't need you until it's time for them to, realize that they need you, and they come back and bug you and bug you and bug you until they get what they want. You know what I'm saying? Starting 2022 off with a bang, I'm ranting. I feel my mind is engorged with expressive, detailed thoughts about where we are in the world and where I am in the world, if you know what I mean. It's time. We, as parents, we have to be strategic. Our kids are isolated from school, from friends, from events and extracurricular activities. They can't do anything, and so they're hemmed in the house and nothing to do. And of course, us parents, we need space. We need our own privacy. We need to be able to breathe. So, I mean, how are we doing this? How are we going to do it moving forward? 2021 is done. 2022 is here. And it's already started off like having a massive dump in your pants and leaving it there and sitting in it all day and not doing anything about it. I'm not sure if that was descriptive enough, but that's it, man. That's it. So it's interesting. I'm thinking the only time I get to get out of the house and get some time for myself is if I go to Walmart. Walmart seems to be the dance floor of life right now for me. It's where I get to walk, get out in public, say hi to people behind masks that I have no idea, but then again, I might know them, but I don't recognize them, and therefore it's kind of nice because you could walk past them without engaging in conversation. Then after you walk past them, realizing who they are and you didn't engage in conversation, then you're like, man, I should engage in conversation because I haven't engaged in conversation with anybody in a long time. Whoa, that's total mouthful, right? But let's go to Walmart. That's where I'm going to go. I'm going to meet up with my buddy Paul. Maybe we'll get some thoughts from my buddy Paul about this whole thing. Hold on to your rear end, because my buddy Paulie, he's about as honest as you can get anybody to be honest. It's coming. Yeah, oh yeah, it's coming. I guess we'll go. Parents, I want to know, how are you handling this whole thing with kids, teenagers, whatever you want to call them, aliens, ankle biters, I don't know. Help a guy out. Throw some ideas, thoughts, perspective. I don't know, whatever you want to throw down in the chat, in the comment section, do it. I want to know. Hey, while I'm driving into town, do you guys want to hear a dad joke? I mean, my YouTube channel, it kind of is about dad jokes. Definitely includes them. I don't know if that's what it's all about, but totally a big aspect of my channel. But anyway, here's a dad joke for you. What did Aunt Jemima and Miss Butterworth say to each other when they met up? What's up, girl? What's up, girl? What's up? Like, what's up? Yeah. Anyway, hard pass. Guys, if you laughed at that, you should be given an award. If you didn't, join me. Yeah, let's throw tomatoes at this guy. This guy's not funny. Totally not funny. Anyways, if you're still with me right now, why don't you go ahead after that lame joke, and why don't you click like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're notified when I go live or when I drop another video. I mean, if this content really kind of, you know, suits your liking or tickles your fancy, whatever you want to say, go ahead, join the FC crew, come along for the ride. Yeah, let's see if this actually works. Here we are. So we are going to have a coffee at Coffee Culture. Beautiful little coffee shop in downtown St. Thomas in Ontario. Yeah, me and my buddy Paul are going to meet up there. He's going to show up shortly. But yeah, before we go in for a coffee, let's chat it up again, guys. Like I said, this is a rant. Starting 2022 off with a father, parent / guardian / whatever other name you want to use there for parent rant. Yeah, like, I don't know about you guys, but if there was a camera, a live camera, picking up everything said, done in my house, I could have a reality TV show. I could make it pretty big. I could make lots of money right now. If my house was lit up with cameras and it was exposed like the Truman Show for the world to see, I can make a fine dollar, guys. Let me tell you right now. I don't know about you guys, but my kids are like acting like savages. They're acting like they don't even know each other, like they don't have parents. I mean, right now it's like survival of the fittest. I've got to hide the Fruit Loops. I've got to hide the Lucky Charms and whatever the cereal they like because they're fighting over that. It's like, you know, it's unreal. The PlayStation, they're fighting over that. They're fighting over the couch, a certain area on the couch because it's closer to a little table to put your drinks and snacks on. They're fighting over, the way they dress. If one dresses like the other one, it's like absolute pandemonium and total dysfunction. And honestly, I just I want to go live with it someday just to show you, but I won't because my wife will get very angry. But guys, listen, sometimes it's absolute pandemonium in our households, and we lose it at times. And you're the pessimistic, negative person, a narcissistic person saying, "Oh, come on, get your household together, get your act together." Really? You're going to throw that card at me? Come on. For all the other parents out there who know what I'm talking about, you know that this is the real deal. We're not putting on a show. This is happening for real. Yeah, don't play that card. I mean, we all know we're not perfect. We're dealing with imperfect people, imperfect kids, imperfect parents. Sometimes we lose our crap, right? Sometimes we respond outside of the order, you know. We slide, we step in a puddle of crap, or you know what I'm saying, or not a puddle, I guess it would be like, I don't know, what would you call it, a mound? I don't know. Anyway, you know those people out there, guys, and I do. You know those people that say, yeah, I can sing, and then when you give them a mic, they couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. You know what I'm saying, right? And then you got those people who say, yeah, I'm a musician, I could play an instrument. You give them a set of drumsticks and they wouldn't be able to keep a beat and they save their lives. You know what I'm talking about. And then you got other people who say, yeah, I'm a car advocate, I know cars, I'm really smart with cars. And then, you know, they wouldn't be able to find the driver's seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're one of those people when it comes to parenting that I got it all figured out, listen, think again, you don't. And the first step to moving forward and progressing is realizing that, you know, parenting's like 3 great steps forward, but sometimes you take a step back. That's probably more realistic. So yeah, own up to that, guys. Let's not point fingers at each other. Let's allow each other to rant and be real, because hey, sometimes there's a war out there. What's going on, Paulie?
Going good. Is that Matthew?
This is Paulie. I told you guys, this is Paulie. You're about to get an honest reaction to a question I'm going to ask him right now. Paul, you're going to be on my YouTube channel.
Oh, again? Oh, I just go 100.
So, I told everybody when I was driving here, yeah, I was driving with a camera in my hand, but what do you think of parenting in the 21st century, all this COVID crap going on? What's your honest opinion, honest thoughts?
Everything you do is wrong.
I told you guys. So we're here at Coffee Culture in St. Thomas. I give you a little video review from the outside. And here's the man, the myth, the legend himself. We're just talking about
Dad stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about dad stuff. We're talking about
Frustrations.
COVID-19 and this Omicron variant and how it's making us upset. It's made us upset for a long time, right, Paul? Come on, let's be real.
I think people want to hear emotions right here, Trent.
I think people really need to hear exactly what you have to say. I mean, this is my bud, camera. This is my bud. Back to you, Paul. Like, can you empathize with parents right now that are staying home with their kids all Christmas? Who knows if they can get back to school, back to a regular routine, and they gotta. Like, they got to compete for the space in the house. Like, come on. I mean, is there any parent out there who's even close to average right now?
Average. Maybe average.
Like,
but no, you know, you have the Christmas vacations closing in to the end, 2 weeks off, and now they're saying, oh, we're going to have the kids stay home for a little bit longer.
I know. It's like,
but you know, that just changes everything. Like if you have to go to work now, you have to have somebody to take care of your children, or just stay home, and you know, it's frustrating.
So maybe you might be a narcissistic parent out there, somebody who thinks they have it all together, and they're probably better than Paul and I, and thinks that we should, you know, smarten up, shape up, or ship out. I have one word for you. A wise man once said one time, know your role and shut your mouth. No, I'm just kidding. Shut up. I mean, The Rock said that, right? The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, said, know your role and shut your mouth.
And he also said, do you know what the...
We'll say that again, Paul.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
So what Paul and I are smelling from parents who are saying they're basically not encountering any opposition, or they're just free flowing and no problems at all. They're not losing their cool. Listen. You smell what The Rock is cooking. You smell what I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking up a can of... No, I'm not going to say that. But that's right. But there's nothing worse, Paul? Nothing worse than parents who want to put on a veneer or a show that everything's fine, but in the background, everything is falling apart. That's one thing that you and I won't do. We're not buttering things up, and we're not trying to sell a product that has, we want to sell, what's it, the Lysol? You take that cleaning product, you turn it around, it says 99.9% effective.
Yes.
Well, I like to believe that my confessions as a dad, as a parent, is like they're 99.9% real. They're not like some kind of knockoff product. What do you think?
I could agree with that statement. Short and sweet.
So,
but like with what's going on right now, like parents, like they're very resilient. There's so much change going on right now, almost day to day, and you have to be willing to change, or it's just gonna drive you up the wall. There's an school term for it.
It says a lot about adjusting on the fly. Like a lot of parenting now is adjusting on the fly, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. Like there's no consistency. Everything is like changing. Like
for parents, but even our children too. We have them in organized sports, and everything's going smooth, and then bam,
it's all ripped away.
Now we have to have half capacity. You can't do this, you can't do that. And, that's a toll on the kids too, because when I was a kid, I did that stuff. I played baseball, soccer. I never had to worry about, we can't gather to play sports this week.
It's like, in order to have that stuff, there's a condition on it. You get the shot or vaccine or whatever, then you could play. But a lot of kids can't process that. They're like,
wearing masks while they're playing.
It's difficult.
Not the healthiest for you.
I know. Thanks for your thoughts, Paul. You're the man. How many of you guys would love to see Paul make a regular appearance on the FC channel? Because, let's be honest, he's really the only friend I have. No, he's a good friend. But Paul's going to make more appearances because I value his input, and he has his thoughts are not subjective. They're very clear. They're not in no way fabricated. They're honest and real. So that's what I want on this channel, right? That's what I want. So look for more appearances from Paulie M. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little conversation with Paulie. And he's a good guy, and I'm sure we'll see him more often here on the channel. And Paul, you'll get to know him a little more over the next little while. But now it's off to Walmart to get some groceries. So I'll talk to you guys at Walmart. So let's go. Well, guys, there's so many people here at Walmart. I didn't want to really record any video footage and have other people in it. Kind of sensitive with that, but looking for some good alternative healthy eating food. That's what I'm here for. So back to the rant soon. There you go, guys. I'm all done shopping. Gotta check this out and head to the car and continue our chat. All right, let's get out of Dodge, head back home, and let's talk a little bit more in the vehicle.
Looking for you into the darkness.
Well, we're back, and that was eventful. Not a big fan. of shopping. But hey, you make the best of it, right? So let's continue our rant, shall we? One thing I've learned since I've been home is this. I've learned, instead of demanding your kids to do stuff for you, ask them like a normal human being. And you're more likely to get a better response. So one thing I've learned during this pandemic, living in close quarters, living at home together often without much breathing room, is that when you're communicating, is communicate clear and direct, and stop demanding, which I do a lot. I'm bad at demanding my kids to do stuff instead of asking them like a normal human being, which frustrates me in the end because I should know better. But yeah. Alright guys, that's just another one thing I want to rant about, but let's keep going.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, gonna stop here. Another thing too I want to talk about is I have to avoid this, which I failed at last year during the lockdown and this whole pandemic, is thinking that an airtight, scheduled, programmatic schedule or calendar is profitable and is always going to be the thing a family needs. Not necessarily. It's okay to schedule stuff. It's okay to plan stuff during a pandemic at home. But man, we all know having things itemized and planned out by the minute, half an hour, an hour is not going to work. Plan to do something small together, make attainable plans, but man, thinking that you're going to schedule every minute of every day, it's just not going to happen. So throw it out. It's not going to happen. Chuck it. Learn to live by the moment. Maybe plan something small every couple days, but listen. Be realistic. Small plans. Small attainable plans, guys. Yeah. Make it easy on yourself. All right, the last and final thing I'm going to say is this. In 2020 and 2021, my eyes and ears were pasted to the news, and I wanted as much information about this COVID-19 and what's been happening in the world. And it frustrated me, it depressed me, made me anxious, and it exhausted me. And I said to myself, in 2022, I'm only going to absorb the amount of content necessary to know what's happening on a very minuscule level. I am not diving into the news like I did last year. I'm going to stay away. I'm going to read books that are, true crime, listen to more podcasts, go for more walks. That's what I'm doing. Those three things. I am not. I listened to too many people and had way too many conversations that were centered on COVID-19. Yes, you can't get away from it, but I'm going to minimize the damage mentally and verbally and audibly. So yeah, new year, going to stay away from the news, not listen to as much, and read, listen to podcasts, go for walks, enjoy life to the fullest without being totally bombarded. So yeah, I am not getting caught up in the whirlwind of COVID-19 and what's happening. I'll be safe, be logical, be careful. But man, I'm not getting involved. I'm just not going to absorb as much content surrounding this virus and COVID-19 and vaccinated, unvaccinated, and all that stuff. No. Yeah, so I would encourage you to minimize the damage.
2 hours later.
So guys, again, let me remind you that things are not going to work out the way you planned it. So keep it real, keep it strong, keep it short, keep it concise, keep it simple, and it'll all come together, So to start 2022 off, this rant, I think it's been successful. I don't know. What do you guys think? Ranting is exhausting, though. I could have a nap. Well, guys, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll be back again very soon with another FC video. Again, don't forget to like, ring that bell, and subscribe. And hey, share the channel. Let some of your friends know. And come aboard. I'd love to talk to as many as possible and have as many as possible join the FC family or crew. So guys, with that, have a fantastic day. Until next time, be safe, stay focused, and I'll catch you on the flippity.